Could it be? I'm going to start this video by saying y'all like and subscribe, and we're going to get right into it. Y'all already know what it is. WWE 2K25, we got some new dropping bomb news, and we're going to give it to you just right here, right now. And I'm sounding like the rest of these basic content creators. So, yeah, like and subscribe. All right, now that we got that out of the way, WWE 2K25, man, yeah, I think they trying to like reel us into thinking that on 2K26 we can finally begin the road to WrestleMania mode back, or create a story, or some sort of type of story mode where we have WWE, the wrestlers, male, female, of course, having their own story mode. Like, yes, like I feel like that if they're gonna go as far as allow you to import a My Rise WWE superstar from Community Creations into My Rise mode, I'm feeling like they want to give you that, they want to allow that type of, decision of choice for you to have if it wasn't some sort of type of hint thrown to where it's going to be finally what we all been wanting. Either road to WrestleMania, create a story, or a universe story mode, first time ever, the way we have a universe story mode to where it's going to like actually feel like an actual story mode. Like, when we had SmackDown vs. Raw's SmackDown Shut Your Mouths, where we have a WWE superstar going through their own journey from January to December, whatever, calendar, whatever. Have your own journey to where we have promos cut in the ring, backstage, anywhere we want, bars, restaurants. I feel like it's going to bring that atmosphere back to where we have like an actual story mode to where it's going to actually have an effect on the backstage areas. So we want to have new backstage areas. Because My Rise always gives us new backstage areas. And I feel like with 2K26, it's going to give us new backstage areas, new settings to where we can actually go out in the street and fight and outside of the arenas and actually go to these restaurants to cut these promos, to go to these bars to cut these promos, whether it's Times Square or, just a different environment where we have more freedom and free roam. Yes, free roaming abilities, to be in display in the story mode that I'm feeling like that we're going to be receiving finally with actual WWE superstars. It's going to be better than ever, the way I feel like, honestly, you're not going to get tired of playing it. 2K25 is cool, but I feel like it's some things that's missing, that's not going to it's not gravitating towards us to having that urge to feel like we have to just cut it on every single day, and into the moment where we're not going to get tired of it. WWE 2K25 is not providing that feeling to where you're not going to get tired of it. I feel like I played 2K24 longer than I played the new 2K25 so far. So far, the 2K25 is not nothing that's bringing me back to want to play it. It's just sitting right here on my little stand or whatever. And I crack it open from time to time. And when I did get excited, it was the reason why I'm making this video, is because I seen on Smack Talk's video to where you can have a WWE superstar that's My Rise, that's in Community Creations, that you can import into the My Rise mode. And that's where you see the Bianca Belair and Jacob Fatu. And it's more. It's John Cena, it's Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, it's more. And that's what got me excited, because I'm like, yo, are they throwing hints? Y'all throwing hints. Because if y'all wasn't throwing hints, it wouldn't be we would not have the ability to do that. We would not have the ability to import actual WWE superstars into My Rise. This is why I got to give a special shout out to the lady that creates the My Rise. She gets it. I wish 2K would just let her just put her hands not only on just My Rise, but in other avenues. She gets it. And I feel like she may be the one that's going to tell these other departments of these creators, and these different departments who doing the universe mode or whatever, and this is what's needed. We have to bring back story modes with hopefully voiceovers to where it brings that story mode feeling back for the WWE wrestlers, just like they have for My Rise for the WWE wrestlers. Create a story. That's what I'm feeling like it's going to be. I don't feel like next year is going to be a road to WrestleMania. I would love that, but I feel like a creative story is better because it gives you more access to do whatever you want to do. Like, it's not like a limit. Like a road to WrestleMania, you already know what you're going to get. A road to WrestleMania. It's going to be fun, but it's going to be what you expect. Create a story, on the other hand, is something that you're going to just, you could just create and put up your own and do whatever you want to do and say, like, if I want to cut a promo outside in the streets, I'm going to cut a promo outside in the streets. If I want to cut a promo in the fucking in the car, I can do it in the car. I can cut a promo any damn way I want to because I'm writing this shit. And I feel like that's what brings the beauty in the creative story. Like, you'll be able to cut promos anywhere and every way you want to. That's why I feel like with new backstage areas, it's going to add that special effect, like that extra pop, like boom, into being actual something that's groundbreaking. Because with these new backstage areas that I feel that we can remove the 2K24s, remove those backstage areas, keep the NXT parking lot, but make it more of free roam to where we can do more other than just in that one spot. We want to go into the back of the building and then fighting, the way we can free roam and fight around the building, other parking lot, not just in one restricted area. And the way, like I said before, the way we can actually go inside the doors. If it's doors that we can see, we should be able to go in those doors and it could introduce us to new locations of the backstage areas. Including like with one like for example with the buildings, with the glass door that we can break and slam and and throw opponents into, we should be able to go in that building and fight in there. And lead us to the backstage, lead us to the tunnels, to the upstairs, to lobby areas. Like, I feel like it ain't gotta be one big space. It could be just one portion of each part of the backstage area that really don't have to take too much. Like a lobby area could be just one big square, like one big room, like right there, upstairs, boom, 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 right there. And the reason why I say upstairs is because we're going to have like a WWE shop zone upstairs. In a lobby area, the way we have a concession stand for the fans when they're ordering food downstairs. And the upstairs is going to bring us to different tunnel portions around. And it's going to bring us through the upstairs part where you can go through those tunnels and go down those stairs. And it's going to lead you back down from those stairs where the crowd is at, where the people is at, and back to the ring. And that could be for the first time ever the way we can use the actual stair steps to go up and down through the tunnels and under the tunnels to backstage, to back down the stairs to the ring. And we can cut promos up there too if we want. Create a story. And that's what I feel like the hint that was bringing with the My Rise being able to be, the import from with actual WWE My Rise creators that's created the WWE wrestlers to be imported, for us to have the ability to import into the My Rise story. And which I feel like 2K gave the green light to, because they didn't, we wouldn't be able to do it. That wasn't something that we was able to do last year. We weren't able to have WWE wrestlers imported into My Rise. Why this year? It's because next year I feel like we're going to be finally create a story. And the reason why I keep saying create a story, y'all, is because it was brought up with shout out to Pro Wrestling Shoot. It was brought up to when he was interviewing with I think the guy named Brian, the 2K foreseer. And I say that because he foresees and he looks over a lot of things, but he really don't have the pull to do what he really wants to do with the game. But it's like he's there to answer the question that he can ask, and then he can answer whatever, But Brian Williams, I think is his name. When Pro Wrestling Show was interviewing him, the whole creative story idea was brought up, and it's like he wasn't shutting it down, but he wasn't saying, it seemed as if almost if like we could throw it in there, it could be a possibility, that could be something that we could get in the future. So the future meaning 2K26. Because I'm telling you, I'm not getting 2K26. I already told y'all that. I'm not getting 2K26 if it's being brought back to the PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm not getting it because it's not going to be something that's different. It's going to be the same stuff. It's going to be the same. The only way I can get 2K26, the only way, is if they bring Create a Story. Create a Story. If they bring that for 2K26, for us to use with WWE Wrestling and bring free roam, I get it. Free roaming abilities within the Create a Story, what you can use with the WWE superstars, I get it. But if they don't bring that back, I'm not getting it. That's the only way. But this video, I wanted to, really, tackle this because I was like, I got this footage and man, like I really got to showcase off this footage that I recorded from my phone because I feel like people should actually see, the stuff that I feel like that's going to be put into the game for 2K for the next 2K. And I feel like it has to be broken down to the point to where it can actually be something that not only that I feel that can be put in 2K26, but actually me bringing the visualization to the viewers. Hopefully some 2K, creators, directors of the game, So this is something that I wanted to put together so they can be able to see the vision that I see. So they can be able to be like, okay, I see where he's going with this. Let's do it. Because a lot of people have ideas, but it's hard for them to have the expository visualization within the writings of the message of the words that can actually be sent to the people on the receiving end that are listening. And that's why I feel like I would be a great game developer because I can see all this because I have the experience and the knowledge of being able to put pieces together to making something actually groundbreaking and not just saying it to sell it, but to actually showcase off the work and let it speak for itself, the why it's groundbreaking. And Create a Story will be groundbreaking. Create a Story with voiceovers or subtitles and actually make you feel like not only that you watching television, but you actually got a game controller controlling the television while you watch it. But it's in game mode. Something that's surreal. Something you can feel and the feeling will never fade. That's groundbreaking. Not feeling like you're restricted when you're playing a game. The feeling of freedom. The way you can inhale, exhale, and do whatever you want. Go wherever you want. Anytime you want. Backstage, outside of the arena, through up the stairs, under the tunnel, in the crowd. Anytime you want. Count out or not. The match still goes on with you and that opponent fighting. And the only way that match ends is if you knock them out with the signature move. So if you like in a tag team match, a fatal four-way, and you want to go backstage, and the referee is and y'all are the only two legal opponents, and the referee count both of y'all out, and y'all fighting backstage, the only way that match can end is with the signature move. And your opponent has to be damaged enough to where, when you perform that signature move, it'll be a KO, it'll be a knockout, and that's how the match ends. That's what I'm saying. Through any match type, you should be able to free roam and go backstage outside of the arena anytime you want. And these backstage areas should no longer be big open spaces. It should be different sections and different, spots to where you can go to this room, to that room, to that room, to that room, instead of just one big open space. And actually seeing whether people call them NPCs, fans, walking around. Whether they leaving the bathroom or ordering food or coming out WWE shop zone inside the arena, go outside the arena, through the entrance doors or the lobby area, and for the first time being able to fight outside the arena. And then you got a Times Square over there, a subway station over there, a subway station that can lead you to the Times Square once you get on the train. SmackDown shut your mouth vibes, right? And being able to have a hospital right outside the arena, fight inside the hospital. Hospital ain't got to be that big. you know, in the store right there. Bring the Booker T and Stone Cold vibes back, where you can fight in the grocery stores. Have cars go down the street. Bring a little bit of the GTA feel mix in it, you know? That's groundbreaking. That's groundbreaking. I know what can get people riled back up into bringing that old thing back. And bringing that, you know, to the point to where it can feel better, look better, but just imagine all this can happen on the new gen console, the Xbox Series X and PS5, where you got the graphics and everything, like, along with the gameplay and that groundbreaking information I just announced, that hopefully it could be a possibility. Imagine all that with new gen. No more PS4, Xbox One. That's groundbreaking. Sincere Reality News. I enjoyed this video. I hope y'all did as well. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. And now I'll see y'all on the next one. All right? Y'all be good. Y'all be easy. One love. Peace.